Hello all, this is Ashley. Welcome to Blackboard Basics. This video is to walk you through what it would be like to really get started with having a simple, fresh, clean look really at the elementary level if you are using Blackboard so that parents or users are able to navigate things easily and have a spot to land for you. So through Lower Marion, the template that has been given to us looks like this when you first sign on. And for the elementary level specifically, this really isn't user friendly. It just isn't user friendly for the way that would make the most sense for us to do. So the first thing I suggest doing is actually deleting this main page here that is the home page. The easiest thing to do is you utilize that drop down arrow. You click delete. It always asks you to delete 3 times. So delete 1, delete 2, and well, I guess that was the third, the first, and then the other 2. So once you've deleted that, I suggest leaving the content page here, the discussions, and the help. And any page you can choose to either hide or to remove. So you don't always have to delete it as the option. So if you notice here, you see this box, little gray box is to the right of the name of that tab. That means that there's nothing currently on that page. So if I click here, it's showing me that I have absolutely nothing on this page currently, and we'll be able to fill that. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But the first main piece is really looking at how you want to design your page. So actually what we will do first is we'll fill this content page, but we will change the name of it. So we'll make it your entry point. So it'll say rename link. And then here I would just say welcome to 5C or welcome to your name or whatever you would like to call it. When you hit enter, it's there. So I will show you in a minute how to create a page, but to start, you would make sure you're on the correct page. I'll go back and I build content. The easiest way to do it where you're going to place this information on a page is to place an item on. I'm going to call this item the same thing. Welcome to 5C. And down here, what you can do is you write your message, write your welcome message here. And then from there, you can add a picture really simply. So you would click the image and then you browse your computer for an image. And let's see, I'm going to go to just a random screenshot that I currently have. I'm going to open. And then here it is. It gives you a preview of the image. You hit insert. Says, are you sure you want to do this? And then here's my image. I can center it. Just click on it or click to the left. I'm sorry. If I double click on the image or make sure my cursor is to the right of it, then when I hit center, it will center my image. So I have my welcome message here. Use the tools like you normally would that come up with Word, Docs, anything where you are making messages. You can change the font size, whatever you want to do. So this is where you would write your information. At any point, I would always suggest hitting submit as often as possible so that you're able to make sure that your content is saved. So it says here, welcome to 5C. Now, one thing that I will say is for an item, you can always choose to have this little icon go away. And what you do is I can click here and then it says, I look down. You know what? I'm not telling you the truth. If I come up to where it says 5C, welcome to 5C, where the little drop down arrow is, I go down and I can either click show icons only or show text only. For the purposes of it being the landing page, I want to show text only. You can, if you want to choose to leave that icon in the corner, very possible. But to make it more of a clean look, this is what I would suggest. Now, if I click this little eyeball and you hover over it, it says enter student preview. I click here, it will show me what students will see when they first come to the page. So it takes them right here and it gives the information of whatever I'm going to put there. So from this basic piece, I know you would like to customize your view. So you exit preview. Once you exit preview, the next step is making it more customized to the way you might want to see, or make it, look more visually pleasing. So over here, you see control panel down the side. The first thing you want to do is you want to click customization. When you click on customization, you go down to teaching style. Under teaching style is where you want to make sure that your landing page is the entry point. That's the first thing you want to do. So I would just scroll down to this section here. It says select class entry point. And when we deleted the other pages, that main home page, this became the default, the next page. Let's say you create a content page and you decide you want that to be the main page to go to. You go to the same spot, teaching styles, and you would just choose that you would want that to be the point where when somebody logs into your page or travels to your page publicly, that this is what they get to. So then here is where you pick this main middle section is where you choose your general background. So I'm just going to randomly pick one. And I happen to pick the one that kind of has the music background. And then I scroll down here, and these are my tabs of the preview of what I will see there. I can decide if I want to change that. And I personally like the style of the way a button looks a little bit better. So if you click buttons, it shows you this example first, and it's kind of like not so great looking. But if you click the little plus sign, it drops it down to where you have a few choices to make. So you can decide if you want the ends rounded, if you want the button to be solid, or if you want it to be striped or have a pattern. Scroll through, pick one that you want to go with, and then you scroll back up to the top so you can actually see what that's going to look like. And if you continue to scroll down the page, you can kind of play with it and decide what you want to do. Like I personally don't like the green words on top of it. So I may choose a different color and see what happens when it pops up. So maybe I want to choose the silver instead. And I scroll up. That looks a little bit better, a little more visually pleasing to me. So you can play around in this section a little bit, but this is where you can customize a little bit more. So when I scroll down here, this is content view. This is where I can decide right away if everything I want to automatically pop up as text only, I can, or if I want everything to have the icon and text. But as I showed you a little further back in the video, at any point on any page, you can click and drop down to alter that. And again, you can go back and you can see exactly what that would look like. So for now, I'm going to leave it as icon and text so that I have that, flexibility to change it. For now, I don't worry about the banner. I would just stick to getting an image in. If you have any questions at a later time or want to explore that a little bit more, you can check out the tutorials that we have for Blackboard, linked to everybody's main page for Blackboard, or you can reach out to me directly and I'll give you my information at the end. Always, always, always hit submit when you are ready to submit. And then it is set for you. So I always like to hit my eyeball to over here in the top so that I can enter student preview. It'll switch it up for me so that I'm able to see what people would see. So the next basic step that I'll go into in my next video will be to talk about how to add a tab and what that would look like. But this is the basics for being able to set up your background and get your landing spot good to go. If you have any questions or want to reach out to me directly, my email is craiga@lmsd.org, CRAIGA@lmsd.org.